Hello there. You are welcome to the Development Show once again. And today we are continuing the series that we started doing 2 weeks ago on While You Date. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from that break. Quick one. So before I continue, let me say this again that we want to answer people's questions because people are asking us questions behind the scenes, and so we want you to send us your questions, or if you have any challenge at all you want us to deal with on the show. Of course, we'll keep you anonymous. You can send those questions or challenges or stories, whatever it is you have, to us so that we'll discuss it on the show and answer your questions. You can send it to this number +233 273 869408 +233 273 869408. And as usual, our regular guest, Pastor Collins, is here. All right, so Pastor Collins, from the previous segments, we looked at um, character development or character innovation. We also looked at having a career. We looked at making money whilst you wait for marriage, making money. Yeah, so we are content from the what other things are you supposed to do while you wait for marriage?
All right. So whilst you wait for marriage, the one thing our advice we do is to deepen our relationship with God,
Okay.
or in other words, mature
Mm.
in the spirit.
Right.
It's important that whilst we are single, we tighten and deepen our relationship with God,
That's
because
very true.
marriage has a way of deflating our spirituality.
Marriage has a way of deflating our
Deflating,
spirituality.
Yes, please.
Of course, because when you were single, you were you alone.
You have all the
You
freedom.
had all the time.
You have every
There were
time.
no
You're not
distractions.
accountable to anybody.
I agree with you, Osofo.
But you see, it's only few marriages are able to shoot or become better spiritually.
After
But
the
most of
marriage.
the marriages, the pressure in the marriage, it's massive.
Osofo, it's true. I think that you will need spiritual wisdom and discipline to be able to become even better spiritually after you marry. When I was single, Osofo, I had all the time. I could pray, I could study, I could do everything I want to do. But Osofo, now that I am married, I have 3 kids. Oh, goodness me. There are so many things I can't do again. Not because I don't want to do it,
Yeah.
but the environment is just not conducive. So
Conducive, yeah.
sometimes I really have to excuse myself, leave the house. Not because there's an issue in the house.
Yeah.
Because if I am in the house, I cannot
can't.
achieve
Yeah.
certain things. I have to leave the house. So I agree with you. So it's important for us to deepen our relationship with the Holy Spirit, with God, whilst we wait for marriage. And I think that will be helping who you choose.
Yeah.
You are able to even ask God
and
about who you choose.
Most people who are not married don't see this because it's a mystery.
Right.
That I've had a privilege of speaking to people who are married, spiritual people, and they will tell you that I used to be on fire.
I used to be
used
on
to
fire when I was single.
Now I'm married, I'm on fire. But the fire can be quenched by. You see,
Oh,
it's not
my
because
man.
marriage is not beautiful. It's a beautiful thing,
beautiful
but
thing,
it comes with responsibilities.
That's right.
And the responsibility has a way of weighing us down. So what you used to do, if you can do 10, now you'll be doing 8. You get in it. So we have to. This is the best time. Being single is not an advantage. It's not a disadvantage. It's an advantage.
Right.
To prepare, build the grounds, and make sure you tighten and deepen your roots with God. You can. This is the best time to read Bible, to spend time studying the scriptures.
Okay.
But when the baby start making, you can't. By the time you go and attend to the baby and come back, you've forgotten the verse you were. That's the truth. The truth behind it.
Right. And they are
When
the
you are
babies are so
single,
unpredictable.
you can wake up midnight and alpha and do your alpha. But when you marry and the baby sleeps at 11, you can't do alpha because as she's sleeping, you must sleep. So that when she wakes up at 2, you don't have headache. So the whole dynamics is some way. So if we are single and we don't utilize our time, and all we are doing is that, oh, I'm not married, so I'm frustrated, I'm desperate, I'm in desperation, I'm depressed. When you get in there, you'll be really, really depressed. You'll be surprised the things you will meet there. And that's the truth we are sharing to the people, that if you are waiting, please don't waste your time waiting. develop and deepen your relationship with God. This is the best time for you to go for evangelism. There's a young woman in my church. I like her so much. But my pain is that she has the talent. She can sing and she can worship, but the children. So it's no time for rehearsal.
She's not able to come for rehearsals because of the kids.
Why are you leaving 4 children with? Why are you leaving 3 children with? Why are you leaving 5 children with to come for rehearsal? So I wish that she would have mastered this act while she was single. It would have been easier for her now because she will be cruising by now. That's what advice I want to give to us. If we can do it better when we are single, when we get married, we cruise. It's like a pastor who prays for a long time and then start ministry. It's easier that even without prayer, the accounts of prayer
gets to
the accounts or the debit of prayer will sustain him even in his hard times. But if we don't develop it now, master the art of fasting and prayer. When you are married and you are fasting, and your husband says, "I want to eat fufu," how do you prepare food that tastes it? Even the aroma going through, Bible says, "He that looks at a woman lustfully, he has already had sex with her." Then once you look at the soup and your mind, indirectly you're already eating it in God's calendar. But so I'm just trying to say that if we don't master the art of hearing the voice of God, the art of developing our connectivity and spirituality with God, when we get to marriage, it's possible it would dwindle down or it will go down. So this is the best time. Whilst I'm waiting, develop it, how to hear the voice of God. It will even help you in choosing your partner.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
But we don't. You meet a single, give me 4 scriptures about why a woman shouldn't be barren. She doesn't know.
You're even talking about giving 4 scriptures. Why you should be married or not. John 3:60, John 10:30. People can't quote it.
And there are the people who are desperate. Because as for the truth be told, there are issues you go through in marriage. No experience, no academic knowledge, no medical knowledge can help
solve
you
it.
except God.
Right.
So that is where we have to build the momentum from. And when we get there, I don't want your marriage, your honeymoon to be a place of warfare. That's
I
what
think you
most of us are
mentioned this thing in another
Yes.
show some time ago.
Yeah. A lot of us married and
Honeymoon
we are
is
doing
not a
warfare.
place for warfare.
We deal the warfare now. We deal with the barrenness. Spirit that there's a young lady I counseled. She married and lost the husband, the same condition. She got married again and lost the second husband with the same condition. There are people, families you enter into just in the name of love. You are finished. There are families nobody can rise up. So when you affiliate yourself with such a family that you want to marry from this house, you are calling warfare. You are calling limitations upon your life. That's why we are saying that this is the time to develop and build the muscles. So that when you get there, if the worst happens, you will still have the strength. You will still have built enough pillars to sustain what you will go through.
Absolutely.
Because the Bible says that the wise man built his house on a stone, on a stone, and the foolish built on the sand. And the storm came to both of them. So whether you are mature or immature, spiritual or not spiritual, there are battles waiting for you in marriage.
Exactly.
So this is not the time to be crying that you need a man, you are having sleepless nights. Oh, this is a time to do the kadosh, kaban, the read, the basu, tavede, kapa. Do your fasting, invest in warfare, pray for your children, pray for your future generation, speak words into your future. Not the time to be crying.
Wow. This is the time to spend, this is the time to pray, invest prayer, fasting, speak into your marriage, speak into the life of your unborn children, speak into the life of your wife, your ministry. I mean, this is the time to build a solid and deep, intimate relationship with the Holy Spirit, with God Himself. Every other thing we are talking about, I believe that for me, this is the most important one. Because you see, you can have character, you can have career, which are all very, very important. But you have all of these things without the solid foundation. The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? It is important for us to build that foundation on God and have an intimate relationship with God, because when that is done, He even speaks to you about a lot of things before you even enter into the marriage. Also, God bless you for this point. God bless you for this point.
I and my wife came to share testimony here. 8 years, no child. I wasn't moved once. I was not even praying about it once. Because what God told me was enough.
You knew it.
Yeah, I knew it.
So imagine if you had not spent time praying before the marriage. This thing would have caused a lot of trouble
I have
in your
tried
marriage.
some men who have tried somewhere because they've not heard the
Exactly.
voice of God.
Yes.
What is God saying? You don't know. What is God saying about your marriage? You have no idea. This is a time for us to build that intimacy with God. Look at what Paul said. He said, I have attended my PhD, I've done my distance. He said, but I count all as a loss. And the only thing I count as gain is to know Christ and to fellowship with him.
Oh, that's beautiful. So we are going for this quick commercial break. If we come back, we'll look at the last few things and then we'll wrap it up on this topic we have whilst you wait.
All right.
We'll be right back after this break.
Get ready to celebrate this season with Digitrix Studios. At Digitrix Studios, you can enjoy up to 50% discount on all our services. Capture every moment in stunning detail with our event coverage services. Whether it's the magic of live streaming, the artistry of photography, or the dynamic storytelling through videography, at Digitrix Studios, we've got you covered. Make your event unforgettable with our professional team dedicated to preserving every highlight. From candid shots to cinematic videos and real-time streaming, we can turn your moments into timeless memories. Elevate your event experience with our comprehensive coverage, because every moment deserves to be framed. For more information, you can always reach us on 030-244-6855 or 0244-914-726. Digitrix Studios, delivering multimedia excellence.
All right, welcome back from that break. We are still here today. I think I love how the third and the final part of this series, While You Wait, is going. We spoke about a few things and we are looking at having or spending quality time with God, building a relationship with God while you wait. Also,
Yes, sir.
what are some of the things, some other things you have to do while you wait?
Okay, so I want everybody who is watching us to understand that you are not sent here you are not here by mistake.
You are not here by, you are not on this in this world by
Every
mistake.
son or daughter sent on earth is an arrow from God shot into the system, onto the world for an assignment.
Okay.
So, and marriage is not that assignment.
Marriage is not an assignment.
So you can fulfill the assignment with or without marriage. And that's what takes me to the final point: make impact whilst waiting.
Make impact. Now, so in making impact whilst waiting, I think it's also important to know that you can't make impact out of purpose.
Oh, exactly.
It is important to first of all discover
Where you are
your
going.
purpose, where you are going,
What you are
find
called to do.
purpose, what God has called you to do, and then make impact.
Exactly.
You have to learn to make impact. I love this.
So maybe I was born to be a caterer to solve problem when it comes to diets.
Okay.
Let's give an example. So do I need marriage to
No.
open restaurants
Not at all.
and provide the best of food
Not at
for
all.
God's sons and daughters to eat? No. So when somebody is stuck, that all you have to, I'm waiting for now is marriage. I ask you, what is your impact before this marriage?
Okay.
Marriage comes to make it, to amplify the voice of the impact.
Right.
But before the marriage comes, Adam was working. So keep working, make impact, pursue purpose, and make sure lives are impacted around you.
Right.
There are people who have not married, who don't have boyfriend, girlfriends, and they have shaken the globe. Sinash married a few years ago. When she was married, before she married, one of her songs, Waymaker, Miracle Worker, touched 200 million souls. Such a woman cannot be single for long.
Okay.
I know what I'm saying. There are things, there's a way you can make impact. That your crashes, your light, the crash light is 1,000. I'm telling you. And this is where most people are not seen. That you go to church and do nothing. Sit down, they close you, rush, you go. And you are praying for marriage. You are staying in your room, locked yourself in your room, I'm not going anywhere, and you are praying that you get married. Do you want an arm robber to break in and propose to you? Or an angel from heaven should descend and propose to you? No. Strategic positioning comes with impact. Look at our dear brother Joe Mettel. He got married 2 years ago, but before he got married, look at
He was
the
making
impact.
so much impact.
Look at the impact. If this man stands and say, I want a wife to marry, he will have more than 1 million people applying for it.
Right.
Because impact opens you up or strategically positions you for people to see you. So I'm saying that Jesus didn't marry, but look at his impact. I'm not saying don't marry, but I'm saying whilst you are waiting, make the impact. If you are called to build industries, build the industry. I met a young girl who told me at the age of 21 years, she had 69 workers.
69 workers at the age of 21.
Yes, please. I was shocked.
Wow. You can imagine this lady waiting to marry before whatever job she whatever business she has started.
Such a woman will not even be praying that God give me. There are a lot of crashes on her in her DM because people in this world, people like stars.
Okay, that's true.
You see, so if you don't become a star by doing what you are called to do, do you know that you can bring a dog on the street and the dog can do things that can attract thousands of people to?
Right.
Look at the footballers, just being skillful, entertaining people with football. Look at the crashes, like about 1 million crashes on one person. So if you want to be strategically positioned to really have access and quick marriage, then you must make sure that your impact is brightening. It says that you are a light, you are a city called city place, you are a city placed on a hill. The light placed on a hill should not be hidden. So it means your impact must be felt.
Right.
Once your impact is felt, it's easier. It's easier. It's easier. It's easier.
This has been a very beautiful and interesting journey. Talking about while we wait, we looked at character
Development.
innovation and development. Looked at career.
Development.
We looked at
Making more money.
making more money. I love that aspect. And we looked at building a very solid relationship with God. And the last one we are just talking about right now is making impact. You don't have to wait
to get married
before you make impact.
No.
Whilst you are single, it's even a good time for you to discover yourself.
It's the best time for the rehearsals.
Find yourself.
It's the best time for you. If you're a counselor, young lady, it's the best time to work on the counseling. There's a way
Develop your skills.
There are things you can do that makes you attractive.
Right.
I love 1 Samuel 16:16. The king told the servant, he said, I want someone who can play me. He said, I have observed one of the sons of Jesse. So one of the strengths of this word is that people are observing. People are observing.
Right.
So be an usher in church. As you are ushering, it's possible you can meet your partner there.
Absolutely. I mean, there are a lot of people. There are testimonies. Yeah.
And people come to church and like, I don't want trouble. I want to just sit down, listen to preaching, close and go home. It's 10 o'clock. We have to close and go home. And when we do that, we are not even helped. We are not even becoming important to God. We are not important to humanity. Let's touch our world. Let's shake our world. If you are called to sing, sing. If you are called to pray, pray. There are ladies, when they hold microphone to lead prayer, you will fall in love with them. You will just like them. Wow. There are people, whatever you're called to do, just let's do it. Right. Let's if you are called to run orphanage, Charlie, let's see you do it well. Somebody will see you there like, wow, so we are too hidden. We are too hidden.
Thank you so much. My producer is just telling me that it's time. Sir, I hear you, sir. Whilst you wait for marriage, one of the things you have to do is to find purpose and make impact even before you say I do. Thank you so much for staying with us. We love you. We appreciate you. We don't take you for granted at all. We want you to continue watching us. Invite friends and loved ones. Let them subscribe to the channel and also keep watching us and sharing our videos and let others be blessed. Thank you so much. Don't be blessed alone. Share this with somebody. Share it on your page or your timelines, your status, and wherever you can share our videos, and the Lord will bless you. Now, before I wrap up, let me say this again, that people are asking us questions behind the scenes. We also want to answer people's questions on the show. And also, if you have any challenge at all you are going through, you want us to discuss on the show to help you. Of course, like I keep saying, we'll keep your name anonymous if you don't want us to mention your name. And then share that with us so that we'll also read it here and then discuss it and to help you. Thank you once again for staying tuned and always being with us. God bless you so much. If you want to reach us with your questions and things you are going through that you want it discussed on the show, there's a number again, +233 273 869408, +233 273 869408. Thank you so much. So this is the end of this very series. while you wait. We'll see you in another episode. Blessings.